Are you sweating? It's just me.
Just waiting for you.
Already went through that. Which one's more? And mute. 91 and 95, which one? Tanya? What was east west? West that way. Okay, go ahead.
You want me to start over again? Notice is hereby given pursuant to the Texas Open Meetings Act, Vernon's annotated civil statute, Article 6252-17, that the city of Smithville will conduct a planning and zoning meeting on October 7th, 2025 at 6 p.m. in the council chambers located at 317 Main Street, Smithville, Texas. Calling the meeting to order at 6:03 p.m. I'm Caroline Noya. I'm the vice chair of Smithville's Planning and Zoning. I'd like to introduce Lee Kilgore to my right, your left, as one of the commissioners, and Nancy Catherine to my left, your right, as one of the other commissioners. Would like to have some discussion or action on the approval of meetings from August 5th, 2025.
I will make a motion to approve the August 5th, 2025 meeting minutes.
Second. All approved?
Aye.
Say aye. 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 Do you approve?
Oh, yes, sorry.
Motion carries. We have discussion and action on a variance request for an additional site design standard of a masonry wall or other equivalent noise attenuating barrier for legal description of Smithville Industrial Park, Block 1, Lot 1, 4.000 acres. Property owner Jesco Construction Agent, Incorporated Agent, the Keith Corporation, 370 LLC. Are the applicants here? Would you like to come up and make a presentation, please?
Please state your name.
Yes, my name is Matt Gaunt with SE3 LLC, speaking on behalf of the applicant. Thank you, Chair, and members of the Plan Commission and staff. We are proposing to construct a Tractor Supply store on the subject lot, and we've asked for for a variance for one item on the development. If you would be so kind as to go to the site plan, please. Okay, thank you. Awesome. That one right there. Yep. Oops. Perfect. Thank you very much. So the variance that we are seeking is the ordinance calls for the construction of a masonry wall on that south property line. And as you can see from the aerial photo shown above, and I'm guessing that you all have probably driven by the site, there's quite a bit of vegetation on that edge. As you can also see, the building itself is going to be a decent ways away from both the property line because of the angle of that property line, and subsequently pretty far away from the adjacent residence. One of the reasons why we're seeking the variance away from the masonry wall into a 6-foot tall wood fence is we believe that it would be much better to keep all the vegetation there on that property line, and the construction of the wood fence can be constructed in such a way that we are not going to be taking down those trees. We'll work with the adjacent property owner for the proper location of that fence, And we believe that because of that, it's a much better design, keeping that vegetation, more of the screening. And so that's the primary reason why we're seeking the variance at this time for a wood fence instead of masonry. And with that, I don't want to overcomplicate things. I'd love to take your questions and answer anything that I can.
Thank you. I have a couple of questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Who owns, what side of the fence would the existing shrubbery and trees, who owns it?
I think we're kind of straddling the property line.
And that is why I have a question, because if the shrubbery, so if you were to put a fence up first and the shrubbery is behind it, it acts as an additional barrier to noise attenuation, which is in your benefit. However, if that is on the residential side and they decide they don't want that anymore, then your noise attenuation is lessened and it's louder. So that's why I wanted to know who owns it? Who owns the shrubs?
I believe that the shrubs and the trees are on both sides of the property line.
Okay.
As far as what we can see from the plans.
Okay.
It's always a little bit fun to look at a survey.
Mm-hmm.
You stick a pole on the tree. Have you stuck the pole on this side of the tree or that side of the tree, or which side of the tree have you stuck the pole on? So I believe that it's a mixture of both.
Okay.
And what we've talked to city staff about is we may want to move that fence once we get out there and look. And we're going to direct our contractor to talk with the property owner adjacent. We may want to put that fence right on the property line, which may necessitate our contractor kind of walking on their property. We may want to move that fence to the north 10 feet or so to keep it away from the trees. There's probably a variety of ways that we can do that, but we were wanting to work with the property owner and come with the best solution.
Okay. We've had conversations about double-sided wooden fences that would help with noise attenuation. What is your intent on the type of wooden fence that you're proposing in lieu of a masonry wall?
So just so I can be clear, when you talk about a double-sided fence,
Mm-hmm.
if you could maybe describe a little bit about what you're talking about?
Two sets of wood mounted up to, mhm.
Okay. I don't believe that we have come up with exactly the material
Okay.
for the fence. I will leave that up to my client in terms of what they are willing to do. If that's something that the city is going to require, we would be perfectly willing to do that.
Okay. And again, that's kind of in lieu of, I think that the fact that the shrubbery and the trees and all that is your additional barrier, noise barrier for the residential lot next to you. I think that you don't necessarily have to go with double-sided fence. However, in areas most recently approved by planning and zoning and recommended to council as recent as March of 23, a double-sided fence was a recommendation because of residential behind the Family Dollar. And I noticed that that was one of the buildings that you recommended within your ordinance request, variance request, excuse me.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions? I don't have any questions. Is there anyone from the audience that signed up? Yeah,
If it's possible, my client, Ms. Wendy Fulton, would like to.
sure.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Wendy Fulton with the Keith Corporation. Closer. No, you're fine. I'm Wendy Fulton with the Keith Corporation. I was just going to reiterate, we are fine with the double-sided wooden fence. That's fine. And I kind of anticipated putting the fence closer in on our side to leave that buffer fully intact and not put the fence on the property line. It would also allow space on our side if we needed to pick up something that fell or died or replaced. We would still have the ability to access it on our property without going onto the adjacent property owner's land. So I think that was part of the thing in the ordinance, that the fence has to be within a certain proximity of the property line, but that's where I would propose it come off the property line to allow us to still have the room to leave the buffer. If that makes.
Makes sense. Thank you.
And then
Thank
would you consider if the need came up to have an 8-foot fence instead of a 6-foot fence? Would that be an option?
And the wood fence, yes.
Okay, just checking. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nancy, you have anything? You have anything else?
No.
Okay, may I call for a motion? Oh, there was nobody from the audience to speak on this, right? No one else? Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I'll make a motion. I move. In a minute.
You need that.
No, I've got it. I move to recommend approval to council for a variance request for additional site design standard of masonry wall or other equivalent noise attenuating barrier for legal description of Smithville Industrial Park, Block 1, Lot 1, 4.000 acres, property owner Jesco Construction, Inc., agent, The Keith Corp., CCCLXX LLC. With the following findings, the variance will not be contrary to the public interest, and there are special conditions affecting the applicant's property. And because the special conditions, literal enforcement of the ordinance would result in unnecessary hardship, and the variance observes the spirit of the ordinance, and substantial justice is done by granting the variance.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, this will go before City Council next Tuesday.
Yes, ma'am. I will be here.
Thank you. The next item on the agenda is discussion and action on a zone change from SF2 Single Family Duplex District to MR Mixed Residential for 421 Bunty Street, parcel number 84164, A46 Lomas L, acres 16.77, property owner Jan Reinhardt, agent Lisa Reinhardt.
Miss Reinhardt is here. Miss Lisa Reinhardt. I did see her.
Would you
Yeah.
want to come up and tell us about your thing? Thank you.
Are you going to be moving?
Am I gonna be what?
Moving. Are you
Yeah,
going to
with
be
mom,
using?
yeah. Not planning on going anywhere for a while. My mother, Jan Reinhardt, is interested in doing a zone change from SF2 to MR to be able to put a mobile home onto her property. Right now it's zoned SF2, and well, I've learned a lot about all of this while helping her to get this done so she can get her a new house.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all looked at we have Blue Bonnet Electric,
Mhm.
and I have to have private septic, and we do have city water.
Okay.
Yes,
And in the city.
We-
That was, yeah.
we are an interesting 17 some odd acres.
Yeah.
The top triangle is city.
The bottom.
Part of it is in the floodplain, but not where the house is gonna go. The house is gonna go between where the house is now and the barn on the just south, not the top barn, but the second barn, which is an implement barn that needs to be taken down. It won't be anywhere near the floodplain. I did print off the BCAD, the picture of where the floodplain is. And we have no desire. She has no desire to put anything down there.
Says I blame her.
No,
Okay.
I have a few questions for you.
sure,
There is a mobile home currently on the property.
no,
No.
it's a house on Pier and Beam.
Yeah. But there's,
It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, Pier and Beam home.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I did Google Earth, so, and,
No, there's a couple of travel trailers not lived in,
okay,
sitting on the
that's
property
what
that
that is.
are just sitting there.
Okay. Um,
What else to say about that?
because that was gonna be my question, and that if you already have them there, you're grandfathered in and not necessarily needing to change.
No, they're not lived in.
Okay, all right, gotcha. Um, I don't have any other questions besides that.
Okay, no questions?
I have no questions.
Okay,
I'll make a motion to.
Okay.
Grant a zone change from SF2 single family duplex district to MR mixed residential at 421 Bunty Street, parcel number 04164, comma, A46 Lomas L, period, comma, acres, 16.77. Property owner Jan Reinhardt, agent Lisa Reinhardt.
do I have a second?
A second.
Call, all approved, say aye. Yep,
Thank
motion
y'all.
passes.
See y'all next Tuesday.
Yes, I was going to tell you, come next Tuesday. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Usually there's 5 of us.
Next item on the agenda is discussion and action on a zone change from CF Community Facility to C3 Highway Commercial District for parcel 19010 Smithville Town Site, Block 53 FR. I don't know what that means. Acres 0.440. Property owner Donald Wayne Thomas Jr., agent Akash Prakash.
Yes, and Mr. Kosh is not here, but we do have Mr. David Cox Jr. in his place, so he is here for any questions that you may have for it.
Okay, would you like to come and tell us your story?
Hi, yeah. So this is currently a purchase that Donald is trying to go through right now. I believe that we need this because the parcel like right next to it, I believe, is already C3, and we're just looking to get all of those in alignment with him as part of this purchase he's doing. It looks like he's looking to do some type of small commercial building with office space.
Okay, that's where the church and the two other white.
I believe so, yes.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
That's what I yeah, I've been going through all the documentation to get as prepared as I can be for you guys. But
Okay.
there's a lot.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is there any discussion?
I have no
Any
questions.
Is there anybody in the audience that wanted to talk? No.
No, I do not have anybody sign up, speak for or against.
A motion if you like.
A motion, please. Call for a motion.
I move to approve a zone change from CF Community Facilities to C3 Highway Commercial District for parcel 19010 Smithville Town Site, Block 53, FR, acres 0.440. Property owner Donald Wayne Thomas Jr., agent Akash Prakash.
Do I have a second?
I second that.
Call for a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you so much.
You will also come next week, I believe. Yes. Anyone else have anything to present? Call for a motion to adjourn.
Adjourn. I'll second.
Aye. Motion, meeting adjourned.